Hi, hello students, how are you all? Welcome to today's session. This is Shweta Roy, your English master teacher at Vedantu. Hope you all are doing great. So were you waiting? Yes? Were you waiting for me, guys? Yes? Hi Anushka, hi Aryan, hi Bhavna, hi Bhagwati, hi Shreya. So how are you all? How is your lockdown going? Going great or getting bored? Hi Bhavya, hi Shruti. Cute killer. Oh my god. Great. So, ready for today's session? Yes. So, did you attend my previous session on comprehension, which was scheduled on comprehension prose? The previously scheduled. Hi Aarti, hi Rupam, hi Dhruv, hi Rahul, hi Bhavya, hi Khush. So, guys, did you attend my previous session on comprehension, or today is the first session that you're going to attend? How many of you are old students? How many of you have, oh my God, new energy is in me now. Someone wrote, wow, thank you. That was a great compliment. Yes, Nandana, yes, hi, hi. So for how many of you today is the first session? First session. Okay, Nandana's first session. Oh, for many of you, this is the first session, right? Okay, no problem. But I have taken one, I had already taken one session on comprehension prose. Go back and you can see that session as well, okay? So that will be of help to you. But don't worry, even if it is today for the first time, even if you are coming here, no issues at all. We are going to practice comprehension, right? So as you know, guys, comprehension is a very important topic, not only for your exam, but as I told in my previous session as well, that it is a very important topic for all kinds of competitive exams as well, be it competitive exams related to bank, or be it a highly competitive exams like net. Yes, in net also comprehension is asked, but of course the difficulty level is quite high. But yes, the comprehension base is starting from these classes 9th 10th. So of course it is essential that you understand, or you find out the ways to solve these been asked in this passage. So yesterday, in my previous session, I already mentioned some tips which you are going to follow. And yes, hi, crack exam 1. Oh my god. So yes, I already had mentioned previously that what are the tips that you require in order to swiftly analyze, swiftly go through the passage, and swiftly complete your comprehension passage, because of course you have time limit in your exam, right? So you have to write within the prescribed time limit. You have to complete the comprehension portion, you have to complete the grammar portion, you have to complete the writing portion. So that there is a kind of pressure which is built upon you. So we will try to complete comprehension passage as fast as we can, okay? As fast as we can. So how many of you over here has the habit of reading? How many of you has the habit of reading? Yes, give me a high five, those who have a habit of reading. Thank you, Jagdish. Thank you so much for calling me the best English teacher. Thank you so much. Okay, so how many of you have a habit of reading, or have developed a habit of reading recently during your lockdown period? How many of you? Okay, let's rock, Aryan. Let's rock. Yes, that's my motto. Thank you for reminding. Thank you. Okay, Aarti says she has. Hi-Fi, Alna. Okay, so many of you have already the habit of reading, or maybe you have developed the habit of reading recently when you are spending your days in lockdown, right? So this is the best time to utilize, in reading. So of course comprehension is such portion which you have to develop a habit of reading, as I already told you in the previous class as well. Yes, and of course you have to surf through the meanings in order to build up your vocab. And yes, you have to maintain a journal. You should maintain, not have to, you should maintain a journal, right? So that your stock of words increase, right? So these exercises, these are few exercises or few tips which will definitely be an additional point, and that will help you a lot when it comes to comprehension prose. Okay, so I'm sure these tips, if you follow from now onwards, there will be no problem in solving the comprehension prose passages which will be asked in your exam, even now and even in the future when you face the competitive exams. And English is a very, very, very important subject when it comes to, class 9th and 10th, or be it 11th and 12th, or later in your future when you are facing job interview. Of course, your communication skills are checked. Yes, in competitive exams, you are asked questions. You are given a passage, ask questions. So basically, your English ability is, checked later on in your life as well. So whatever you are learning in these sessions, it's not just limited to your exams. Okay, you are carrying everything. Whatever you are learning here, you are carrying everything, right? And for your future as well. So please be attentive in my session, and we will of course solve one comprehension passage which will give you an idea of how to go about comprehension prose passages in your exams, not only in your exams but also later on in your life as well. So that will be very important. So please, please, please stay tuned, okay, till the end of the session, because we are going to solve comprehension passage, and of course you will develop the habit of practicing comprehension passages, as I keep telling you that practice makes a man perfect. All right, so of course you have to read as possible, and yes, set a time limit, guys. That is very, very, very important. Set a time limit that you're going to devote to comprehension passages, and try to solve within that time limit as less as possible. Okay, set a prescribed time limit. So that is very, very, very urgent. I'm sure you will be able to do so, and do it from now, do it from today. Okay, so yes, let us start. Can you give opening and concluding lines? As in Sneha, what opening and concluding lines for essay and letter? Okay, I have already given that. You can watch the previous session on essay and letter. I think I have given you, yes, I have taken both the sessions on essay as well as letter. So please go back and watch the video. You will definitely be, it will be helpful. Okay, so now ready to begin the session. So give me a thumbs up. ग्रामर का लेक्चर कब आएगा? आएगा आज ही है एक, today only you. Okay, I'll be really, really happy if you do so. So with that, let us start with today's session. Before beginning with today's session, first tell me how many of you have already taken this scholarship test. So yes, guys, you can avail the opportunity of getting free scholarship. Just register for free in this link. Follow this link and register this link. We have come up with the Vedantu Scholarship Admission Test 2020, which is for you guys only. So if you want to avail this opportunity, this golden opportunity of, getting a scholarship, then kindly go and register. Okay. So with that, we come to our section of comprehension. Now, as I told you in my previous session as well, that comprehension covers two portions. One is prose and one is poetry. For now, we are dealing with the prose section. I will also come up with the poetry section in my next sessions, right? So we already did one session on prose comprehension, and today is our second session on prose comprehension, all right? So in prose comprehension, as you know, that you will be given a passage, right, a short passage, not very long, a short passage, and then you will be asked certain questions relating to those passages, relating to that particular passage that has been given, right? So you have to you have to refer to the passage in order to answer the questions that has been asked, right? And in those questions, what type of questions will you get? You will get direct questions, all right? You may get vocab based questions. That means they will ask certain word meanings from the passage itself, right? So basically you have to be very good at the vocab also. So I have already told you in my previous sessions how to increase your vocab, right? And then you can be asked true, false, fill-ups, whatever. Like whatever you will be asked definitely from the passage. So no need to go anywhere. Just read the passage very, very, very carefully and be alert while reading the passage, right? So that is the only point that will help you in solving the comprehension passage. And yes, of course, there are some tricks how to read it fast. Okay, and that we have already discussed some of the tricks, and I'm going to summarize that for those who have recently joined the session, right, in this session. So let us see what we did in that session is we saw that what are the tips to make your comprehension swift, right? First of all, you need to read the passage for a general idea, right? Then that means you will just go through a passage at a glance, just like you read a story or something like that, and get a general idea of what has been given in the passage, right? And the second thing is that what you do is you go back to the questions that have been asked, right? Read the questions, okay? And whatever questions you have been asked, go to the passage once more, go back to the passage once more and try locating the answer of the question that has been asked, right? So this will save your time, because once you constantly go on reading the passage without looking at the questions, that takes up a lot of time, right? So it's better that you just once go through the passage for a general idea in the beginning, and then directly go to the questions and look for the questions, and then try to locate the answers getting back to the passage, right? Don't read it again and again, continue reading it again and again without looking at the question. That will take up a lot of time, okay? Students do that mistake, so kindly don't do that mistake. That will take much of your time. Your time is precious, it's running short, right? Then now for the word meaning, sometimes you are asked to locate or find out or give the meaning of a particular word, right? So for that, what you need to do is you have to puzzle out the meaning according to the context, right? In some cases, one word can have different meanings, right? But you have to see what meaning is it making when it is used in a particular context in the text. All right, so in the passage, so you have to give your meaning according to the passage. And the fourth point is very important. Please do not copy paste your answer from the passage. That creates a very bad impression. As I told you already in my previous session, that please try to avoid lifting directly from the passage. Please make your own answer, use your own words. That will be really very helpful. All right, okay. Now next is to use dictionary, making use of dictionary, and of course you will be able to get grammar, the grammar correct. You will be able to pronounce the words correctly when you listen to the pronunciation. Online dictionaries are available, right? And then next point is, for example, you don't know, somehow you don't know the meaning of a particular word. It might happen. It's very natural that you don't know. Then what will you do? What will you do? Yes, you read the sentence carefully wherever that word is used. You read the word before and after that particular word, the meaning of which has been asked, right? And then basically you have to puzzle out based on the context. Okay, based on the context, you will be able to puzzle out the meaning of the word. Read the sentence once or twice. You will be definitely able to puzzle out or get a general idea about the meaning of the word. Then of course you have to read as much as possible. As I already told you in the beginning of my session, that how many of you has already developed the habit of reading. So of course, when you see one particular word used in different or various contexts, then of course you will be able to analyze its usage, and also you will be able to understand its meaning better. All right, so kindly read as much as possible. So as we all know that we are in a lockdown situation, right? So from the lockdown situation, what we can do is, of course, we can never let anything interrupt our studies. So Vedantu has of course come up with the solution. Now you have access to free live classes. So what are you waiting for? Just go and avail the opportunity, because now you can learn uninterruptedly with the help of Vedantu, because we believe that learning never stops. Follow this link, check this link, and you can of course avail the opportunity, right? Now we have this passage. This is a passage that has been given. kindly read the passage very well and then try to answer the question. So kindly practice with me, because if the only solution of getting or scoring great marks in comprehension is to practice as much as possible. So in today's session, we are going to practice and we are going to see how we are following the rules that I have mentioned in the two sessions, in the previous session as well and in today's session as well. So let us see how to apply those rules and how to read the passage and get a hang of the meaning of the passage and then answer the question. So this question, these are the questions, some of the questions I have solved so that you can refer to the answers when you solve the next passages and see how to write a long answer. But there are some of the questions which are multiple choice question types. So for that, I need your help. You will answer those questions. All right. So yes, so don't miss the passage, study the passage, be alert and see the passage, read the passage very, very, very carefully along with me and kindly try to solve, okay? Because if you do it well over here, then of course you will be able to do it further even better, right? So ready to start? Yes? Okay, so some of you have already read the passage and given the answer. Very good. Vimal and Anish, they have already given the answer. So what are we waiting for? Let us also read, right? Let us read the passage. Scientists, this is a very simple passage. I have taken a very simple passage, all right? Gradually, you will increase the difficulty level. Start from simple so that it takes your interest. Otherwise, in the beginning only, if I give you a very tough passage, then you will run away. So not to make you afraid, I have given a very simple passage and I have tried to show you how to answer the questions, right? So now see this, look at this passage. Scientists who study the rocks, minerals, landforms and history of the earth can tell what kind of plants and animals lived on earth a long time. These scientists are called geologists. So here it's geologists are being talked about. So the narrator or the author is talking about what? Geologists. And who are geologists? The definition is given, right? So this is how you need to get a hang of the passage that has been given, okay? One way that they are able to do so is by study of the fossils. So how can they study about the plants and the animals? By studying the fossils. Fossils may be the actual remains as they walked or crawled. Now they are talking about what is fossil. Okay, fossil is actually the remain of the animals or plants which, as they have walked or crawled. Now the question that they have asked is, geologists are the persons who study the rocks, minerals, landforms or all of the above, right? So for this, you go back to the passage and try to locate the answer as I told you how to, go about in the comprehension. First, general idea and then try to locate the answer, seeing the question. So as many of you told, okay, so many of you said that, okay, hi Deepika, told your name. I told your name, okay. So many of you said correctly, very correctly pointed out that, yes, D, very good. Many of you correctly pointed out that D is the correct answer, all of the above. And where can we locate this answer? Scientists who study the rocks, minerals, landforms and history of the earth can tell what kind of plants and animals lived on earth a long time. So you can see that rocks, minerals, landforms, all three of the above are mentioned. So of course your answer will be all of the above, right? Very good. Hi Mamta. See, I've seen your name. Okay. Said your name. Okay. Now let us see the next passage. It is related. Of course it is related. Okay. So it's talking about the fossils. Now, most fossils are formed in waters covering the continental shelves, in warm, shallow, inland seas and in large swamps that covered large part of the land in post-geologic time. When the animals of these water die, their remains are deposited on the floor of the water body where the fleshy part of the animal decays. The skeletal portion of the body is partially replaced by minerals and other sentiments. If this takes place in the right manner, a fossil is formed. Since rock sediments are involved in the formation of fossils, it is not surprising that one finds many fossils in sedimentary rock layers. Plant fossils are found in the areas where there were once swamps. There are four principal kinds of fossils: original remains, replaced remains, molds, cats, and impressions. So, this is the passage that you have been given. Hi Manoj, see, I have taken your name. Okay, so now let us see that what is the question that has been asked. Okay, in suppose not more than 60 words, right? So you can have 60 words, even less than that. Yes. So now you have to locate your answer in the passage, but you cannot lift or directly copy paste from the text. All right. So where is your answer? Over here. Most of the fossils are formed in waters from here till see here. A fossil is formed. So basically your answer has been located from here till here. In this paragraph, your answer is there, right? Your answer is located in this paragraph. Now you have to rephrase this paragraph in your own words, okay? You just cannot directly take or lift the answer, lift the passage and then write in your answer book or answer booklet, because that will create a very bad impression of you on the examiner, and he will give you less marks. So if you want to score better marks, what you are going to do? You are going to rephrase the entire sentence, say, understand what has been told in the passage, and then write your answer in your own words. Okay? Yes, Rimi, hello, hi. Hi, Prince. So now let us see. So I have given you a model answer, like I have rephrased the answer and wrote it. I've written it, and now you can see this as a reference, and when you solve the comprehension passage, you will know that this is the way how you rephrase the answer, right? So for your help, I have done this for you. So in the next passages, you will be able to understand how to rephrase the answers, right? So yes, how are fossils formed? Fossils are formed by the remains of the dead water animals which are deposited on the floor of the water body. The fleshy part of the animal decays and the skeletal portion is partly replaced by minerals and other sediments. The perfect occurrence of the process leads to the formation of fossils in the waters, which covers the continental shelves in warm, shallow inland seas and in large swamps that covered large parts of the land in post-geologic time. So see, I have not lifted my answer directly from the text, but I have modified and I have written it in my own words. So similarly, whenever you are asked a comprehension question of, to write the answer in not less than 60 words, you also need to do the same. Please don't copy paste. I'm repeating this over and over again. Kindly rephrase the answer in your own words. All right? Yes, Fawad, I have taken your name. Hi, Bhavani. Okay, now let us see. Thank you, Rimi. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Okay, now let us see types. Okay, fossils are of how many types? So you are going to answer this question. So read the passage once more for your, help or reference. So tell me how many types of fossils are there. Yes, can I get the answer in the chat box? Can I get the answer in the chat box? Swamps. Swamps meaning a very, dal, which you call in Hindi dal, that is swamp. Okay. 4. Okay, Kishore has answered the question. Excellent, excellent, Kishore. Very good, very good. Awesome. So there are 4 principal kinds of fossils, as we have already seen in the passage, the last line. Yes, so many of you are Shraddha, Dhruv. Okay, Priyanka, very good, very good. So yes, fossils are of 4 types. So B is the correct option from here, right? Very good, very good. Now, next is plant fossils. Where are plant fossils found? Okay, let me show you the options. Swamps, desert, terrain, Okay, desert has come twice. Swamp, desert, terrain. Which one is the answer? Swamp, desert or terrain? Look at the passage once more. Look at the passage once more and see. Yes, Kishore, absolutely. Priyanka, yes, Dhruv, Unable. What is this name? Unable. Okay. Very good, very good. So most of you have given the absolutely correct answer, that is swamps, as you can see over here. Yes, here. So swamps is the absolutely correct answer. Very good. So guys, see, you are yourself being able to answer the questions, right? Now the next question is a true-false question, right? Large parts of land were covered with swamps in post-geologic time. Is it true or is it false? Is it true or is it false? Mustaqim, I have shouted out your name, all right? Okay, so large parts of land was covered with swamps in the post-geologic. Yes, so some of you, Yashpal Panwar, okay, he has written it correctly, that as you can see over here, refer to the text and see that most fossils were, yes, found, large parts of land were covered with the swamps in post-geologic time. Very good, very good, very good. So all of you, yes, Hema, Prince, Aryan, all of you have got it absolutely true. Shruti, Pratima, very good. Chalo. Now next one is geologists study are associated with dash and dash. Giving you the passage once more. Geologists study are associated with what? Dash and dash. Two gaps you have to fill. Yes? Okay, I'll show you the previous passage. See, who are the geologists over here? You can see who are the geologists over here. So, geologists study are related to dash and dash. See, scientists who see again, I think many of you are getting confused over here. This is what happens in our examination hall. Just look at the sentence and understand carefully. Scientists who study the rock, minerals, landforms and history of the earth can tell what kind of plants and animals lived on earth for a long time, all right? And what is the question over here? Geologists study are associated with what? They are associated with plants and animals, all right? Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Hari Narayan Gupta, absolutely correct. Yes, Bhagwati. So they are associated with animals. So that is why I tell you to refer to the passage and understand the meaning of the passage. All right? Very good. So the correct answer will be plants and animals. Okay? Now, yes, another important question for which you have to understand the general idea of the passage. Okay, this is very important. Give a suitable title. So in some of the questions, which is with some of the questions, they will provide you the title, but in few questions, like few passages which they will provide, they will not give you any title, and in some questions they ask you to provide a suitable title. So guys, now tell me, what can be a suitable title for the passage which has been provided to you? What can be the type of, what can be the meaning? Why not rocks and minerals? Because the question is, geologists study are associated with what? It's associated with what? It's associated with plants and animals. They study the rock, minerals, etc., etc. But for what do they study? In order to study the plants and animals, not talking about fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is a different thing. Anything else? Thank you, Amog. Thank you so much for the compliment. Anish is saying geology study of fossils. Yes, absolutely. Very good. So most of you have got a general idea what has been discussed in the passage, right? So yes, your title should be absolutely based on the idea that has been given in the or expressed in the passage, it should not waver from the idea that has been expressed in the passage, right? It should absolutely be and has no connection with the passage as your title, because you have to justify your title that you provide. So why are you giving that title? Of course you have to justify as well. So why, whatever topics, whatever title that you are providing, please justify your answer. That since suppose you are providing the title fossils or different types of fossils. So why? Because it is dealing with the formation of fossils. Okay, then what is the importance of fossil, how is fossil formed? So thereby you are justifying your answer, right? That's all for today. Thank you guys, and let's go. Okay, hello Preeti. So yes, Anish, you are correct. That is all for now for this session, and again I'll have a session with you all. Kindly join that session. This is about this. So guys, if you have liked and if you think that these comprehension practices helpful to you, helpful for you, then please like, share and subscribe. Let your friends also know, right? So if you think that if it has helped you, you also can help your friend, and you can be a teacher to your friend. You can of course share these videos among your friends, right? So yes, like, share and subscribe, and please follow the tips carefully and try to get see, you got confused in one or two of the questions, right? So please don't get confused. How will you not get confused? If you try to understand the meaning, go into the depth of the passage that has been given. Don't just read it from above. Try to understand the meaning, try to get the depth of the meaning, and for that you have to don't lose your focus. If you waver, if you daydream, then your point will go, right? You will not get the hang of the passage, not get the meaning of the passage, right? And then you will make mistakes. So if you want to score full marks, one is stay focused, right? These are some tips that I'm giving you, okay? Stay focused, read the passage very carefully, analyze what is the passage trying to tell you, okay? Fourth is locate your answers carefully. Find out the meaning of the words, and for finding out the meanings you need to increase your vocab. How will you increase your vocab? Of course, I told you different ways to increase your vocab. Maintain a journal wherein you will write new words that you learn every day, and learn at least one or two words every day. Write its meaning, make sentences so that you learn the usage as well. Okay, so these are the few tips which you need to know in order to get great marks, in order to get full marks in comprehension. Of course, getting good marks, scoring high marks in comprehension is not a difficult task as it is, to score in essay, right? Essay is subjective, so it becomes a little difficult. It depends on the teacher's, mood, or how he or she has been impressed by your writing skills. But comprehension, our scoring, it's way more scoring than your writing. Schedule examination time limit which is offered. Try to practice comprehension every day. I think you should practice one passage every day. One prose, one poetry. Now next sessions I will come up with poetry as well. Okay, so please, thank you Kundan, thank you so much. So please practice, okay? And thank you so much for attending the today's session. And please like, share and subscribe, and share this amongst your friends as well, so that they also get to learn what are the tips and how to score great marks in comprehension and come out with flying colors. Thank you so much. Stay safe and come back in my next session, which is about narration. We'll practice narration in our next session. That is also very important. So thank you guys. Thank you for attending today's session. I hope you enjoyed today's session and had great fun. Even I had great fun, and I really missed you all. And I hope to see you all in my next session. So thank you Kamla. Thank you so much. So thank you Study with Arpita. Please do share. Okay, so bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.